control on this side. And we're going to start with my frame system on the inside once again. And Mel's got a fairly tight side control. And one of the concepts I see that people try and do is that there's no space to my right hand side, but people still try and bridge and recover guard. The second thing about it is that if Mel's done the correct thing, which she has in her shoulders into my jawline, my weight's turned this way. So this is exceedingly hard for me to even bridge and roll my partner over. There are exceptions to the rule, but as a general rule, this is a kind of bad thing. So I want to get a frame system to create space, because we need to create space to either bridge and roll, guard, recover, whatever like that. So space is my friend at the moment. What I see people do at the moment is when they're here, they bridge and they create space. The devil about is my legs locked into position, so Mel can upgrade to knee ride, mount, etc., etc. Right, and even if she doesn't want to upgrade from here, if Mel just simply walks her right knee underneath my butt, she's going to turn me over backside, and it's very hard for me to bridge. So what I'm going to do is I'm moving into the space that is available, which is over here. So as I bring my knees in to stop the upgrade from the mount and the knee ride, I start to put pressure with my right hand onto the hip. As I'm doing that, I take my hips away, and the part that I see people make a mistake right now is that they go, I'll recover, so they push without creating any more distance, and they try and bring their guard back, but they haven't created any more space, so they're pretty much just swinging their legs around. So what I do is bring my knees in nice and tight to my body, put my feet down, and I'm not bridging, is I'm going to change the frame system by taking the frame system out, and this is done by bridging and sliding my hips. Secondly is I don't have enough space to recover my guard properly, so I raise my elbow, not my hand. That will give me enough space to bring my knee high, and now we're ready to start to get a really good distance on the guard. One more time. So first of all, they've got a fairly good side control. I'm having trouble moving, so close the space up. This will deny them from being able to upgrade to knee right, and she's got to create space to do that anyway, which benefits me. Number two is when I'm here, I'm going to go push. So I've already created distance with my feet. I'm now trying to create distance with my hips and my shoulders. So think about this, I simply slide and frame. So if Mel tries to chase me, I've got a really good frame system here to hold her at bay. And I'm not going to hang here and go, ha ha ha, I'm better than you. She knows that anyway. Okay. So from here, raise my elbow, and by raising my elbow, what happens is it'll turn my body in as well. So it does two purposes. Create a frame system, knees in. On my body, like my right leg, I kick, and that's what's going to give me the distance to match. If I kick my leg straight, it just kind of gives Mel. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to turn my head away at the same time to create the distance. So what I see people do is when they kick their leg straight. They kick the leg straight. So what I'm trying to do is I try to use the frame system and just take my head away, like I'm pivoting on my hip. And now the distance for her to pass the guard, which is perfect for me to recover my guard. 1, 2, 3. One of the things I got told earlier in my game is that there's no move that's 100% foolproof. Otherwise, we'd all just do that one move and jiu-jitsu would be really boring. So I have to sacrifice or give something to get something. And it's the gamble. I want to try and minimize what I'm giving away to get maximum benefits. I'm very selfish like that, you know what I mean? So I want to make sure that the risk and reward is in my favour, not my partner's. So there's no space for my partner to use. Right now, when I slide my hip, there's a huge space on my between Mel's knee and my hip. If Mel blocks this out by putting a hand down, this benefits her. It doesn't benefit me at all. So Mel's going to be a bit more savvy than me, and she's going to block it out. The second thing about it is what I see people do for me is they try and crush me by putting their weight back down. And the beautiful thing about it is I'm in exactly the same position again, so I can just rinse and repeat and keep going through. Even if her elbow's tucked tight, like she's trying to roll me over, if I expand, so I dig the elbows in, so she's trying to, like that. I can go, I can still create space and get to the inside position. So for Mel, what she wants to do is she wants to put her palms on the ground and flare her elbows. Once she flares her elbows, this makes it very difficult for me to turn back, right? And the frame system on the inside is almost null and void because my head's turned away. So we're going to start to attack with the only frame system that I have, which is my hand. And as I start to push with my hand, it gives Mel once again an opportunity. So this is an opportunity for me to try and recover guard, but it's also an opportunity for Mel to upgrade to knee ride. So as she upgrades to knee ride, one of the things I want to concentrate on is if you slide your hip to my armpit, you're by default putting your body on an angle, which allows me to actually start to attack you. Where if you slide your hip across so you're at 90 degrees, this is very hard for me to attack. Secondly, if you keep your weight heavy on your left-hand side, this more pins my shoulders, which makes it even harder. And my frame system is harder to push because it's compressed against my body versus if the hips are up nice and high, I can get a really nice frame system and start to push. So you do want to make sure you're at 90 degrees and you do want to make sure that there's pressure on your left-hand shoulder onto my face. So as you swing your arm around, so you're on the back side, slide your knee through from here, boom, and I'm generally going to go, I don't want the knee ride. Because, like Mel's being super nice to me, she's on my bony hip, but, I'll put this through the soft fleshy part. So Mel's not going to use her right hand and put her right hand inside the window and elbow down deep. Palm on the ground, flares her elbow. So she flares her elbow, she now has the ability to upgrade to mount, really easy, and, suffocate, squeeze, that we've spoken about the misery mount from here and about, like how you want to take the space away, make them focus on this, like I've got to get the space to breathe and to move instead of kind of recovering guard. Because obviously I need air to breathe, so once you take the air away and put the compression, my main focus is survival, which comes up here. For Mel, it does two things. It separates my elbows away from my body, which is perfectly good, and number two, you get a really good consolidated mount. So we'll just start with the system again. We're just going to run this through. So from here, knees to chest, as I swing and slide, the space is taken away from here. Turn me over, so spread your elbows nice and deep. Knee right. I'm like, I don't want to get knee ridden, so I start to push the knee away. Through the window of opportunity, palm on the ground, elbow on the ground, windscreen wiper nice and high from here, and take the mount position. Keep the space, head, arm, choke, whatever you want to do from here, but you've got to keep your weight top side of me, and that'll mean that I'll generally go to try and bridge, and all you do is use that to climb up higher, and start to take movement up, to the floor, etc. Yeah. Not the nicest way to die, but this is what it is. 1, 2, 3.
I want to die.
How do you know? The final part, this is kind of be the warm up to get us to where we need to be. So now we're here, side, boom, 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 here, push the knee ride, so goes the knee ride, underhooks my arm, elbow down, we're here. So we can actually just start here, guys. So I'm going to use this hand to point, but this hand can be on the other side. It should be on the other side because we should have the frame system. As Mel upgrades to mount, one of the things that I'm going to do for me is bring my knees into my chest, and as she goes to mount, I'm just going to catch the quarter guard. The quarter guard works better when my knees are to my chest. It doesn't work when it's long because I don't get a good purchase or a good grip on it. In fact, like you can almost wriggle your toes straight out of that. So if I am going to go quarter guard, one of the things I do is I want to bring my knees up nice and tight from here and have it super tight. This does two things. It enables me to start my sweep mechanic, and number two, I get a far better pinch closer to the knee line and less on the ankle line. So the two things that we're going to do here is there's two options. Am I on my side or am I on my back? That's it. So because I'm on my side because I've got the knee pinch, I'll suppose it. If Mel tries to do the frog kick by bringing her left leg over, you're going to find that to produce her weight so compromised because I'm on my side. So her left foot has to come all the way over. So what I see people do is they kind of go, oh, frog kick escape, but I'm on my side. You have the underhook, but I have the overhook. I've taken your place out. So the instant that I feel that frog kick come over, I just roll you over. And now, because it's done from quarter guard, I get 2 points. Yeah, okay, so the game. So I'm on my side, and Mel kind of goes, okay, Adam wants to roll me over. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to plant both my palms on the ground, and I'm going to slide my butt backwards to my left-hand side. I'm going to pop my left knee up and take my left knee across the body. So you push, yep, so right knee, my fault now. Right knee across the body, all the way across the other side. Got it. Now, this is the thing. If your head's high, I get a frame system, put your head nice and low. Now, the part that is really important from this is you drive the back of the head into my head. And this will make it so that I'm longer, which makes my grip mechanic weaker. You kick my top knee, slide out, keep your head low. When you get to 90 degrees, pick up my arm, and now you can pop your head. Because you're at 90 degrees, this is very hard for me to roll. If you do pop your head, there's some people that try and bring the leg over their head. You know, they're flexible and all that. I hate those people. But keep your head low. It just stops any chances. Okay. So we'll just start off in the quarter guard. And I'm going to be caught, and I'm going to be on my side. So I've caught the leg, the cankle, and I'm on my side. I normally have this hand on the other side of the body, but I'll be talking through from here. So because I'm on my side, you already worked out, if you try and frog kick, I'm going to roll you. So you're going to take your weight to your right-hand side, my fault, backwards to the right-hand side. Pop your knee, come across. Your headline is key. So now, because my knees are to my chest, I have a better bite. Start to kick your head further into me first, and that will extend me, which makes the bite weaker. Now, pick up my arm over or under, slide through, get the position. 2 points. 3 points for the guard pass. 1, 2, 3. No. Okay, so the same deal again. Okay, frame system, knees into chest, swing, slide. Mel does the correct thing, hand goes under, pushes me over, upgrade, knee on belly, goes underneath, fantastic. Walks through, and from here I end up catching the quarter guard. I'm on my side. So Mel's like, no drums. I put my weight backwards to my right hand side, cross it over, boom, lift my knee up, transfer. Now, what we're going to do from here, this is a little bit different. We're now going to take our right hand to the far side of the body and put it underneath my armpit. Take your right hand across my body, hand goes underneath to my armpit. As I turn to frame system, your left hand comes over my head, thumb goes into my collar, and you start your paper cut and choke. So we're putting together last week's theme and this week's theme. So we're actually going to go straight to the paper cut mechanic because my focus will be getting out of side control again, which exposes my frame system. So this is a really good combination together to put together as far as like mixing the stuff up. So same deal again, we're just going to start with exactly the same thing. Knees to chest, spin, block the spacer, upgrade to knee ride, hold the position, hand goes underneath from here, boom, and I'm going to turn sideways. So as I turn sideways to catch it, Mel's here, takes the knee off like this. So my hand's on the bad side, right? So as you're here, I start to turn to a cover, thumb goes under. Now, this is the hardest part for you, is this, apply a bit of pressure to lift my shoulder up, and that will stop me from turning in. Yeah. Really nice way to finish the guard pass. We're not going to mount, we're just going to go straight to the paper cut and choke. Really good system. 1, 2, 3. Bit of an add-on, right? And it's not right, wrong, it's just a different way to do this. So the same thing again, frame system, knees to chest, turn to the side, Emma blocks it out, goes to knee ride, I block it out, hand comes underneath, right? Yeah, as she steps to mount, catch it, I'm on my side, so she's going to put her weight back down, pop her knee up, slide her knee through, so knee goes over the body, crosses over, boom, from here, frog kicks, kick it out, boom, from here, nice. Now, what's going to happen, if you think about it this way, this is one of the things that, when I first started to do this, is I found it really difficult for the person on top to get the hand through because your base can be compromised. So we're going to go and set this, we're going to go back to flat side control and spread our knees nice and wide, right, from here. And now we're going to upgrade to knee on belly. As I push, you're now going to put your right hand through the space. Now, the part is, this is a vulnerability stage. So instead of having your left knee tight, take your left knee, your left foot as far away from me as possible, your left foot.
I'm posed on my left foot. You're on my right foot?
I think
No, your
walk
left
backwards,
foot.
walk it
So
towards
what I
the
want you to do is see how your hips are high?
Yeah.
Take your hips low by taking, yes! So now your weight's so far on my right hand side, I can't roll you over. Well, if you bring your left foot in closer, I've got the ability, you're right. Okay, so yeah, so take your left foot out nice and wide. So for me is, I'm going to get rid of the knee right again. There you go. So now we're in the position, thumb in, head low. So on the knee right, I want I want a wide, really wide base so I can't move. And they're going to start to do this. As they're doing this, they're going to turn. Now, you can actually put your left thumb through the middle right now. Got it. So, and now, just slide off your knee ride. So you can, if I'm framing on the knee ride, you can just put your thumb straight through the middle without having to go to side control. But I find from this position on the knee ride, once you're underneath, as long as you've got a wide base, this is a far more aggressive attack because I'm kind of dealing with the knee ride, I'm dealing with the hand under the collar, where if you go to side control, I'm just dealing with the side control, which you know, like isn't as aggressive as the knee ride and doesn't give points. So I'm going to go like, I don't want the 2 points again, so I'm going to try and get rid of the knee ride, which puts you in this perfect position for that thumb to come through.
With the underhook, I found I grabbed the back of your collar.
Yep.
Is that
It-
something you would or wouldn't recommend?
I like the collar, but if they're longer than me, wider than me, you've got shorter arms, as long as you can lift the shoulder up,
Hook it.
yeah, it doesn't matter. Like, so, you know, and I agree. If I get my 4 fingers in the back pocket, I've got such a strong grip. But, you know, size difference, arm difference, you know, whatever, like, I'll just take whatever I can get. And then as long as I can tip the shoulder up, we're in the game. Okay, let's have a shot of the long base, knee ride, 1, 2, 3. We'll start on mount, and we have the quarter guard, very easy from here. This time Mel's end up putting my back onto the ground. So she's used her right elbow, flared me back on the ground. Okay, so your head on one side, elbow, so they're your 2 post systems. Got it? So don't have your head and your unhook on the same side, because I'll be able to roll you. Squeeze. Okay, because I'm flat on the back, you're going to bring your foot over. Your foot over. And now we're going to frog kick position. The concept on this one is you want me to bridge. So you're going to start to put all your weight through my face and drive off your shin. So I'm in a position where I'm like, this is so uncomfortable, I have to bridge. And if I don't bridge, it's so uncomfortable, you're winning the fight anyway, it doesn't really matter. Now, let's slide to the side. The part that, and well, I taught the kids this yesterday, and the part of these, we have the armbar, we're going to take the armbar, but I don't want to pop up to take the armbar. So what we're going to do instead is we're going to start to walk your hand around in front of your face under my head. Keep going, keep going, keep going. So my arm ends up trapping to this side. Right, so, you know, and I'm going to fire you. This might take a little bit of time to do. You're going to come up onto your left foot under my armpit. So set your left foot under my armpit. From here. So left foot under my armpit. Got it. So I'm generally going to protect the arm because I know that we're in an armbar city, but we're going to do the frame system that we're going to accept the armbar. So we're just teaching the armbar, not the gift wrap. The gift wrap will come on later. The part is that I want to do is most people are going to use this arm to grab my arm. The downfall about it is that's your frame. Just because it's easy doesn't mean it's right. So we're going to post from here, wide. That hand's going to scoop. Now, we're already in the armbar position. You don't actually have to even bring your leg over my head. You can just put your shin behind my head. Armbar. So we're actually moving to a better armbar position by using the other arm. But I said, most of it, like for me, I'm going to bait you. I'm going to give you my arm because I know you're going to lift that arm up. As soon as you lift that arm up, I'm out of here. I'm going to roll you over. We'll get into a scramble, but it's much better than getting armbarred. Right. So we'll just go to the armbar position again. So on the side, and once there is your foot's up. So technically, your weight is going to your left-hand side, so you need to post. And I'm just going to like frame, and this pretty much gives you the armbar. You don't even have to bring the leg over the head. So for me, the hardest part on this one was when Mal has the, when I had the quarter guard on Mal, right, and it's unsafe, okay, my back's on the ground. So if I said my back's on the ground, this is actually really hard to bring that knee through because, so we're going to frog kick. So as we frog kick, got it? And now, copious amount of weight to my pretty face, bridge, mount, walk your hand behind my head and turns me over from here. Got it? Your hand's already in position. Your hand's already in position, right, so I've got to try and move. Here you go. Now, post, grab, easy peasy. 1, 2, 3.